Okay, let's start off this week. I am still not feeling great. This is like hard to even film because I'm so congested and so full of mucus just everywhere. It's been the longest week of my life, but last night I did have my first sale of the week, and actually these first two sales are items that my mom gave me that she was going to donate, and we said that if I listed them and they sold, we would just split profits. So our first item here is a pair of like cropped, almost capri length denim from the brand Belle by Kim Gravel, which I do believe is a QVC brand. These are a size 12 and they're just like a very stretchy waist crop jean. There was a pretty decent amount of interest on these, and I did have them listed for $20 last night on Poshmark. Someone sent me a $15 offer. Sales have been like non-existent, so I gladly accepted. These took 23 days to sell. We make a $12 profit, which we will split that. And then the other item she gave me, this one took 19 days to sell, and I'm surprised it took that long because so many people were liking this. And this is, if I can figure it out, okay, this is from Lane Bryant, and it is a one size item. It's kind of like a open front, and I do believe this is made to be like a swim cover up. It's very lightweight. It's kind of poncho like. Again, I did have this listed for 19. Like I said, lots of interest. And was it this morning? It must have been this morning. I did send out a $17 offer that was accepted on eBay. So we will make a profit of $14.39, which we will split. And like I said, 19 days to sell. So pretty quick sales for her. I got the fast, good flip I've been waiting for. So I haven't posted this haul yet, but I did go sourcing last week. And I wound up only getting like 5 things after being at Goodwill for like 2 hours. And this was one thing. I paid $11.99 for this. This is from Intimately Free People. And anything Free People in this store is super priced up. However, it is a maxi length skirt with this really nice floral pattern. It's got like this, it's not quite a halter because it has these adjustable straps, but it's got these like adjustable straps. It's got this cinched like peekaboo thing in the front. It's got the smocked waist. Really nice piece, especially for the upcoming summer. It did have one very minor flaw. Whoever owned this before, the ring on the back had fallen off, but they had actually repaired it themselves. It's really, really pretty, and it's really lightweight. Size small, so I felt like it had a lot going for it. So I was like, I think this is one of those pieces where if I pay up for it, it will flip fast, and I'll make my money back. And I was right. 3 days it only took. It had a lot of interest, and I intentionally wasn't sending out offers because I wanted to see what someone would send me. And today on Depop, someone sent me a $28 offer, which I accepted, and Depop has no selling fees. So in 3 days, I made $14.33. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for the maxi dresses because I feel like that's an easier way to fast flip Free People being priced up. It's been a very quiet sales weekend. I did make a sale last night. Again, this is another one of my mom's thing that we're going to wind up splitting 50-50. This is like a little, I guess you could call it like a little over, like kimono. You could wear it over like a swim cover. It's very, very lightweight. It's got kind of like almost like a peacock look to it. I wasn't familiar with the brand Chenault, but you know, I kind of marketed it as, you know, boho, cover up, lightweight. It's just 100% polyester. I listed it for $18 and someone liked it, and my Posture VA sent out a 10% off and discounted shipping offer, which was accepted. And in 25 days, this sold, and me and my mom will split a profit of $10.48. I had 2 not fantastic sales today, and like, I don't know what to say, but I mean, sales are sales. These are just like, between the 2 things here, I made less than $10. Let's put it that way. So first, this is like a, I think they call it like a mini dress tunic. This is from Free People. The only reason I'm not super upset about this one is because I bought this at a rummage sale, and I've sold all but one thing now from this rummage sale, and I've made so much money that like I've already made profit that this is just like more on top of that. So this was a Free People size medium, which I was very excited, and it did have some staining around the neck and on the front, and I was able to get all that staining off. However, the like V-neck portion of this, I didn't realize at the rummage sale, had been like, if you can see, like stitched back closed, and the stitching is coming undone, which is obviously a very easy fix. Other than that, it's in like pretty good condition. So I was like, I'm just gonna mark it. I'm gonna put it really low because I've already like made so much money back on this rummage sale that like anything I get for this is profit. And I had $2 into this, but like I said, I've already made that money back. So I had it listed for 15. Someone liked it on Poshmark, so my Posh VA sent out the 10% discounted shipping offer, which was accepted super quick. So in 27 days, I wound up making a profit of $5.73. This was my fault. I should not have paid up for this. So this is a belt. It's actually a really nice like leather belt. It's like this dark brown embossed. It is Talbot's size large, so it does have a lot going for it. The condition is really good. I would honestly say overall, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a really good belt. However, I should have known that I paid too much for it. So at the thrift shop that I bought this at, I paid $7.99 for this, which I've had this listed for 87 days. And I think back then I wasn't really like thinking so much like that, versus now I would never pay $8 for a belt. So like I said, it's been listed for 87 days. So when someone sent me a $15 offer today, I just took it on eBay and I wound up making $4.18. Yeah, so that's just like a lesson learned. Like 3 months ago, I wasn't really thinking about profit margins as much because I was so new at this. It's a nice belt. Someone got a good deal, but yeah, don't spend $8 on Talbot's belt is my advice to you. After a very, very slow weekend of sales, having 2 good sales this morning really is cheering me up. First was Mercari. Who would have thought? My once in a blue moon Mercari sale came through and it was a very fast sale. So these are a pair of jeans that my dad had sent me a picture of while he was sourcing. Well, he was shopping and he like sends pictures while he's sourcing. And I was like, oh, I would actually like those for me. And I did not like this fit on me. The ankle straight ultra high rise. I'm not a crop denim girl. Ultra high rise is too high for me because I have such a short torso. But I am familiar that the curve love line does really well. So I did like, for my post, I did like Abercrombie & Fitch curve line and then the information about the denim, and sold in 4 days. I had these listed for $35, and this morning on Mercari, someone sent me an offer for $29.60, which I accepted. So in 4 days, I made a profit. Oh, sorry. So this grouping of clothes that my dad had sourced for me, the average cost of goods was $2 a piece. So after 4 days, I made a profit of $23.82. Next was an eBay sale. I had this piece listed for quite some time. It was listed for $40. Hold on, let me hook it up because it's a corset. So it is a corset. Looks like this. It's completely sequined. I don't know if you can see. Completely sequined. Very, very pretty. Like a champagne color. It is Zara and it is new without tags. It still has that right there. It's a size medium. So I had paid $5.99 for this at Goodwill. The reason I bought this, because I don't usually buy Zara. Corsets, very on trend right now. New without tags, the newer Zara tag. It had a lot factor-wise going for it. It did take 76 days to sell. However, I had it listed for 40. Someone on eBay sent me an offer for 30, which I accepted. So I made a profit of $21.99 on that. So 2 great sales this morning. I just made a sale on eBay. This is something that's been in my inventory for 89 days. So it's a very tiny, like that butter yellow, very popular color, ribbed shirt, size extra small from Vince. Honestly, in great condition. It's just very, very tiny. So it really needed to sell to the right person. I had purchased this on sale at a local thrift shop for $1.99. It was very hard for me to price this one because I really couldn't find anything similar. So I kind of priced it too high, I'm pretty sure. Because it was Vince, I thought like maybe it had a higher resale value, but it didn't. And like as I've been lowering it, I've seen more interest, but nothing has come through exactly. And then today on eBay, someone offered me $18, which I accepted. So I wound up with a profit of $12.84. Honestly, I'm glad to be moving it on because I feel like maybe it wasn't a substantial enough piece within the brand to really garner the higher price tag. So glad to move this one out. Okay, I just had a small, quick sale come through on eBay. This one sold in 3 days. So this is one that my dad sourced for me. It's this silver leather belt. It is J. Crew see if we can see the J. Crew genuine leather. Really nice quality, honestly. However, there were some marks. It wasn't like, yeah, like kind of like on the side there were some marks. It's really nice, but honestly, overall, it's such a like, I don't want to say it's a dinky belt, but I don't think it was the most substantial item that J. Crew makes. I don't think if I had been at a thrift shop, this is something I would have sourced myself, but it is what it is. I like belts because I don't really have to put much work into the actual listing process. I basically just take a picture of them, write a basic description, and that's it. Like, I don't really find myself, I know there's no steaming, there's no measuring, there's no like comping really. Like, it's just like, is this a good brand belt or like a more generic brand belt? And that's kind of how I price it. That being said, this was a haul where the average cost of goods of everything my dad sourced was $2 a piece. I think I had it listed for like in the $15 range. Someone sent me an $11 offer after 3 days. I accepted, so I made $6.43, and it's in and out, which is what I like to see. Huge, 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 incredible sale. Oh my goodness. So I don't think this haul's gone up because my hauls are always so delayed. Okay, last week I sourced this velour zip up at Goodwill. I was looking in the like workout section and I saw that. And I was like, whoa. And then I saw it was marked $7.99 and I was like, that's not how my Goodwill prices Lululemon. And then I saw that. New with tags. Originally $138. I felt, I like snagged it and like, I was like, what is happening? And then I'm being rung up and you know, like, it's not very subtle. It's got this. The cashier was like, who marked Lululemon only $7.99? Someone's gonna be in trouble. Someone's gonna be in trouble. I could get on my soapbox about how these thrift shops treat Lululemon like it's like the holy grail. But I was like, ha ha ha. She's like, do you know how much this retails for? And I was like, yeah, there's a freaking tag there. Anyway, I get home, I'm looking, there's not too many of these on the secondhand market. The name, where's my phone? The name of this jacket is the, oh, it says on the tag, the Hooded Define jacket in crushed velvet. So I listed it pretty high. I listed it around 100 depending on the platform and the fees associated. However, this morning someone on Poshmark liked it, so my Poshmark VA automatically sent out them the 10% off and discounted shipping offer, which I didn't know at the time, but then I saw like I got a counter offer. I got like a notification on my phone when I was getting ready, and I was like, oh, someone like, I wonder what they would have countered. And someone countered 60, and I was like, I could take the 60, I only paid $7.99, but I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I countered back 70 and I held my breath and they accepted it. So in 9 days, I made a profit of $48.01 on this contraband I feel like I have from Goodwill because I only paid $8. I do have one order that I'm dropping off at the post office today. This is a wallet from Fossil. It does honestly, in my opinion, appear to be brand new with no usage on it. I saw no signs of wear at all on this. It's got this like patchwork detail, which I thought was really pretty. I paid too much for this. I paid $7.99 for this. It's definitely had a lot of interest, but no one's actually bought it. So yesterday when I got a $16 offer on Depop, I accepted. This one took 78 days to sell, and I did wind up with a profit of $6.81. But again, this is the second Fossil wallet I've sold, but I wouldn't pay up again. I did purchase one a couple weeks ago at a yard sale that I want to list, but yeah, I'm not going to be paying up for wallets anymore, even though this one is really pretty. Like, it just, I thought because of the look of it, it would sell better than it did. I'm about to pack up yesterday's orders. First one, eBay sale. Incredible sale. So it's this purse. So it kind of goes like this. And my dad had sent me a picture of this when he was outsourcing. And he said, like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. It looks interesting. Like, it's like hand tool, like it's very clearly handmade. It says made in Mexico. It's hand painted. So I kind of did some research. Obviously I could not find this exact thing, but from what my research told me is this is probably around vintage 70s. And it does have like one little mark here, but overall, like this kind of looks like it was used as a display piece rather than like an actual purse, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but there's no signs of usage inside the bag. And you know, it's hard to price handmade vintage items. So I kind of like looked at very similar bags that like looked like this who had sold recently on eBay. So other ones like had like clasps and stuff. And I kind of tried to find one that had a similar like, you know, braided closure versus like something made of metal. And I was seeing like the $30 to $40 range. So I listed this for $39, sold full price within a day. Unbelievable. So this, my cost of goods, I averaged from my dad's shopping haul that day that he spent $4 on this one. So in less than a day, I made $27.22 on this. My next sale was a Poshmark sale that my Posher VA made for me last night. And this is actually a shirt that my sister-in-law had given me, so I had no money into it. It is a little like, it's almost like a light purple tank top from Beyond Yoga. This is my second time selling Beyond Yoga, and I wound up selling it for $22 plus discounted ship, which left me with a profit of $15.28. This one took 29 days to sell, and I don't know, like there's something about the fabric of Beyond Yoga that just is so satisfying. I would love to find something in my size because it's just like butter. So I forgot to tell you guys. So I have two sales that came in last night before we wrap up the week. I forgot to tell you guys, I got suspended on Poshmark for delisting. It was something that I was certainly concerned about because all of my inventory is so new since I am such a new reseller. So I started Vendoo this week and I was like setting it up and trying to like fix a couple listings, and there was a couple that weren't aligning with Poshmark, so I like took them down and I tried like reworking them to like update them, and I relisted them, and I think that sent the trigger for them to like give me a warning. And then when that purse sold the other night and it was delisted, that's what made them suspend me. It was just like delisting something that sold on another platform. So I don't know what's gonna happen. It's honestly super annoying. I did make another sale. I have made two sales on Poshmark since being suspended. One of the sales last night was on eBay, and I was able to pull it off of Poshmark, but like, I don't understand. I don't know what their plan is with this whole thing because like I wasn't really doing anything, but whatever. Anyway, my one Poshmark sale was made by Posher VA. They sent a offer for $17 with discounted shipping, and in 39 days, actually both of these are personal items. This is a pair of my denim overall shorts. These are just the brand. I don't even know. It's Universal Thread from Target. I got these, I want to say in 2021-ish, and it's just not a look that looks good on me. There are some people who can pull off overalls and there are some people who can't. And I have come to realize that I've maybe worn these once a year since getting them, and I don't need them in my collection. So in 39 days, I made a profit of $11.28. And then I sold another pin from my childhood pin collection. This one, I can't specifically tell you where this came from. On the back, it does say Napier. So I had this listed under Vintage Napier Silver Tone Scottish Terrier Dog Rhinestone Brooch Pin. I had it listed for $12. Last night someone offered me $8, which I accepted. In 36 days, I made $5.65. Again, I don't know why I had specifically this one as a kid. It must have been something someone gave me. Oh, let's do the weekend end numbers while we're here before I package everything. Okay, so for the week of the 24th through the 30th, so we're almost at the very end of May, I had a total of 16 sales. I definitely had a better sales week than last week, but it still wasn't like the best ever. I did have sales of $415.55, and of that, my profit was $240.44. I had 6 Poshmark sales, which is a lot for me, I feel like. 7 eBay, 1 Mercari. That's a lot from Mercari. Only 2 Depop and no Kersey. Depop has been very quiet. You know, like the ebbs and flows are interesting with these, with everything. So for May, as of right now, which there's only one day left of May today, my sales were $1,951.35 with a profit of $1,271.53. And for the year, which again, if you're new here, I just started in the middle of February, my sales are $5,260.93 with a profit of $3,421.04. I told Scott, like, he thinks the way that I'm working right now that I can have my student loans paid off in 2 years, and I'm like, no. When he said that, I was like, no way. I need to do it faster than that. So I'm just gonna keep going and try to get those loans paid off because they have been my arch nemesis for forever, basically. See you next week.